Hello everyone, my name is Dave Noble. I'm a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Missoula, Montana. This is the planning briefing for Thursday, July 10th. This is a satellite loop showing the cloud cover today from a wave that's dropping south out of Canada, providing some showers in the higher elevations, Whitefish Range and Glacier Park early this afternoon. And there's a few lightning strikes in southeastern British Columbia. Zooming out, we've got a fairly active pattern for July. This is kind of a strange pattern for us. Looks more like a August pattern with an active Pacific jet, multiple troughs circulating eastward across the northern Pacific. We're looking at showers, like I said before, some breezy westerly winds today, maybe too windy for stand-up paddle boarders on some of the lakes like Flathead Lake. Then we're going to have a warm-up this weekend. Low 100s in Idaho, 90s in western Montana. Could be some thunderstorms northwest Montana on Sunday. Possible strong cold front moving out of Canada on Monday. Could be substantially stronger than today's shortwave passage. There could be a wind shift, strong northeast winds. Could be some thunderstorm potential southwest Montana. There's a dramatic cool down with this trough, 10 to 20 degrees colder in some places. Could see some low temperatures by Wednesday morning near freezing in the high elevations and Divide Valleys, Ovando, Butte, southwest Montana. This is the weather story my coworker Alex created, and just showing that the heat is returning this weekend. The hottest temperatures in the lower valleys of Idaho. This is the precipitation forecast for select locations, and this is going from north to south. You can see that that system on Monday, Tuesday could bring a little bit more precipitation, especially across Glacier National Park and portions of northwest Montana. And this is the thunderstorm potential. Cloud cover. Blue means clear. On Saturday and Sunday, there is some moisture moving across the Pacific right now. By the time it gets over here, it could be like very high clouds. And this is the highs and minimum RHs for the select stations. And this is the low temperatures and maximum RHs. And then this is a combination of max wind speeds and min RHs. This is primarily for our fire weather partners. And this is the max wind gusts and minimum RHs as well. The probability of wind gusts greater than 25 miles an hour, this is Sunday, showing an uptick across western Montana, especially in some of the larger valleys, Mission Valley. Could be breezy at Flathead Lake. And this is Monday, especially western Montana and southwest Montana. And there's just a little bit of an area northwest of Grangeville. We're looking at 40 to 50% chance of some gusts greater than 25 miles an hour. This cold front originating out of Canada, how strong will the cold front be? Well, this is just one model run, so you can't just totally trust it. But it does show some strong pressure rises. This is a time stamp at midnight Tuesday morning, so 12 a.m. MDT. We've got a 1029 millibar high building into central Montana. The yellow lines are the isobars, and winds flow perpendicular to the isobars. So we're looking at easterly winds. This is a strange setup. We typically see these types of events more in August. Some of the channeled terrain and ridge tops, even Flathead Lake along the east side, could be some steady easterly winds, could be gusting, in the 30s. Depending on how this pans out, if this cooler air starts pushing in earlier on the day, Monday, late afternoon, evening, we could be looking at some stronger winds gusting over 40 miles an hour. So it depends on when this is moving through. If it moves in at night, it's cooler at night, so the pressure rises are not as strong, the winds are not as strong. So that's something to be watched. Then how about moisture? We're looking at wetting rain potential, which is 1/10 of an inch of rain or higher. This is particularly important for the fire weather partners looking for significant moisture to help dampen fire behavior. The best chance is over the Divide and portions to the west, and not so much across north central Idaho. I like to look at history. There's still a lot of debate on how strong the trough's going to dig and how cold it's going to be. This is just looking at one particular case from July 10th of 1951. Great Falls balloon sounding measured 40 degrees at 4,500 feet. And here's another case from July 14th, 1958. Just a really amplified upper level ridge across the northeastern Pacific and digging trough over us. And Great Falls balloon sounding had 43 degrees at that similar elevation, 850 millibars. What's interesting about that case is that the temperatures were pretty cold the following mornings. We had lows in the upper 20s to near 32 degrees. Ovando, Butte, southwest Montana, higher elevations. Dixie had low of 32. This is the probability of freezing temperatures or temperatures in the 30s, and these are the areas that have the highest probabilities, like I said, along the divide into the west, Wednesday morning, July 16th. With these cold troughs, we have to talk about snow. Right now, the forecast is pretty high. The regular NBM is showing 10,000 foot plus or minus snow levels, but this is looking at the 5th percentile, so we're looking at more of the rare side of things, and this particular NBM is showing snow levels as low as 7,000 feet. We're just going to put that forecast range between 7,000 and 9,000 feet. It's going to be very dependent on how strong this trough digs. If it's not as strong, then it's going to be much warmer and the snow levels will be higher, and we may not even see any snow on the peaks of the Divide and Glacier National Park. This is the 6 to 10 day outlook, looking wetter and warmer, like basically western Montana into north central Idaho, but near normal towards the east of the Divide. All right, next briefing will be Sunday, July 13th. If you have further questions, you can contact us anytime.